Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome to another crazy rumble. We got a crazy cast of misfits yet again in this one. It's going to be all walks of life, so you better be prepared. And we're going to see who number one is. And we've had, well, it's going to be Nightcrawler and he's going to be crawling, taking his sweet time. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do the whole entrance, obviously. And he is just taking forever right now. Taking his sweet time. Now, he's not as bad as the others. I mean, Venom used to have a really bad one. But we're kicking things off with him, and we're going to have a great variety here. The creators just continue to put in their best work, and they've done nothing but a great job. And we're going to see who number two is. Who is going to be facing off with Nightcrawler. And it's Mr. Game & Watch. I love that name. He's from Smash, I believe. He's a weird-looking character. He's a very weird-looking character. He's probably... Oh, come on. Okay, you don't need to tell us. You know, just because Cena went heel doesn't mean that you have to turn face. Okay? Yeah, and he's gonna do a run. We'll see how fast he is. And yeah, that shirt went somewhere. You know, they're giving away free shirts. They need to stop. We got to make our money somehow. And Mr. Game & Watch is here. I don't get it, but I'm not big in Nintendo. A lot of people love Nintendo, and I never owned a lot of Nintendo consoles. So, you can imagine. I mean, and we're kicking things off with Nightcrawler versus Mr. Game & Watch. And number three is Mega Man. I was never big in Mega Man either. I always thought he looked cool. I couldn't get into it. But his design is cool. I like it. And I know there's a lot of people still missing. You just got to give these people time. Sometimes we don't get people for 3 or 4 months that you want. I mean, you just got to be patient. Not everyone is like the great Lucas. They can't just throw 100 of them out at once. And we got, Weskler here. Ugh. One of my least favorites. But we had to bring him back. He's got a police uniform, which I think in the first game, he acts like he's a good guy. I mean, then he heel turns or something. Or he's been bad all along. I'm not a big fan of him. He's very annoying, I think. I like villains like Mr. X and Nemesis, obviously. I love monsters. So human villains are harder for me to enjoy compared to other people. And we got Harry Wharton. Harry Wharton is here. One of my favorite coal miners. From My Bloody Valentine. I forgot to watch that during Valentine's Day this year. I did. I watched Hard Eyes, which is another great Valentine's film. But My Bloody Valentine's amazing. That's one of my favorites to watch. It's not a good movie, though, but it's fun to watch. Just turn your brain off and enjoy the gore type of film. And we finally got Steve Irwin. I know, I think Mitchell was requesting him. And I like Steve. My cousin really liked him. She watched him growing up when she was younger a lot, more than I did. But I really did like Steve. I didn't watch him a lot. I wouldn't say that I was the biggest fan of the show, but I have seen a couple episodes. But it's really from my childhood. And number 7 is Gambit, which I really like. I've always liked Gambit, and oh, come on. I wanted to see him last a little bit longer, at least. I knew usually the celebrities don't do well. That's just a given. But Gambit just really cheap-shotted him and ruined Irwin's chances. And Warden is a beast. And I want to see him go far. And we got Norm Peterson at number 8 from Cheers. That is a Lucas guy. Lucas made him. Did a fantastic job. He is from Cheers. My dad likes that show. I'm not a Cheers fan. I really haven't watched it, so I can't judge the show. But it's still a good show. I mean, it's got its following. I've seen Frasier. I just haven't seen Cheers. I've seen only a couple episodes of Frasier when I was younger. I mean, this was all before my time. It's crazy how long ago that was. And we got Darth Vader. I don't know why they put the samurai after, because obviously it's the best one we can get. That some people use the Cobra helmet, which I'm not a big fan of. You know, I respect what they did because he's a hard one to make. He's definitely a hard one to make. But yeah, I think he's great with the samurai helmet. I think it really works for him because it kind of has to. He's very difficult compared to some of these other ones. And number 10 is Harami. Rest in peace. I used to have a shirt, Rest in Peace Harami. People loved it. I got rid of it eventually. I donated a lot of my shirts. And I'm sure some happy person now has that shirt. I donated it to Goodwill. So someone had to come across it, and they definitely picked it up. I mean, how could you pass on a Rest in Peace Harami shirt? It was a big deal back in, I think it was 2016. It's a long time ago. For me, at least. Almost a decade ago. It was a big deal. People made a big deal out of it. I know people voted for him for president even. So, it's imagine, I mean, that was the year, I'm not going to dive into politics, but that was the year Trump and Hillary ran. Imagine knowing 20,000 people voted for a dead animal over you. I don't know how many actually did, but it was in the thousands that wrote his name in. And of course, people always write in Mickey Mouse too. I don't know why. I guess people are fed up with the two-party system, and they just would rather have a dead ape, Harambe, instead. And here is Tech 9. No, wait, that's Daredevil. Tech 9's going to be in one of these. Which I'm a big Daredevil fan. He's my favorite. Definitely, he's probably my favorite Marvel hero. By far. I put him over Spider-Man. And speaking of heroes or anti-heroes, because he just blows everyone away, we got John Wick in the house. And we got Ragnar Lothbrok. He is from Vikings. It's really hard to like any of these people on this show. I know he goes toe-to-toe with his brother Rollo. But really, I don't like hardly any of the Vikings on the show. I like Lagatha. And Norm is done. And Wick's getting thrown around. And we got Hard Eyes, which, why is eyes in asterisks, is beyond me. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, what word can you come up with eyes? And Wick is done. Man, Harambe's on a roll. I mean, what word are they thinking of? Eyes. That comes, I mean, this is the logic that they have. They just put all kinds of inappropriate stuff up. And they put asterisks on anything that doesn't make any sense. Like eyes. Like, what word can you come up with that is raunchy, that's related to eyes? That's just crazy. And we got Professor Pig here. Just blows me away all the time. That it's just Bob is another one, which I can, I can kind of see where it could have flagged that over a certain word, but still, I mean, that's kind of really far-fetched. And then Doom, it's kind of far-fetched there, but eyes, that's a new one. I can't think of any word that starts with an E. I mean, their mind is totally in the gutter now. And we got Tyson in the house, which I'm a big fan of Tyson. And Matt Murdock is done. Well, Daredevil's done. And 17. We got Nemesis, finally. Always fun to see him. He is one of my favorites. And he is like a legend at this point. And he took down Tyson already. Which is crazy. And Professor Pig is done also. And I think he spells his name like that, actually. I don't think he does it with the IG. I think he does YG, which is kind of unique. At first I thought it was maybe a misspelling. But I think I looked it up and it's actually supposed to be that way. Which is very unique. It kind of works for what it is. I mean, he is crazy. It's not like he's a sane person. So he might as well misspell part of his name. And we got Pattinson here. This is the Pattinson version. We got, of course, I don't know if we're ever going to get Batman 2. I hope we do. I hope we get Batman 2. But James Gunn may have something to say about it. There's a lot of rumors going on that he is in the way of this production. I've heard all kinds of things. I don't know what's true anymore, what's not true. So I just go day to day with my information because everybody wants to tell 10 different stories. This is the world we live in. It's crazy. The other day, don't even get me started on politics. Oh my goodness. Every day I hear something new there. And I love this design. I love this design. It's not as good as the 19, for sure. But the Xenomorph is here, and just anybody that can pull this off. And they have to be very creative to do so. Usually they have to use helmets or certain weird items that you would never use. And then you have to make sure the colors are correct. Anybody that can pull that off is my hero. Do I prefer 19 better? Yes. Is this excellent still? Yes. I think it's a really good one. And Miles is back. Miles Upshur is back from Outlast, a game that I will never play. Because I like games where I can defend myself, I don't like games like Outlast. And Duke Nukem is in the house. I've never played a Duke Nukem game either. He's considered a legend by many. A lot of people love Duke Nukem. It, I just, it was. I think it was a little bit before my time too. I know they put that new game out, and a lot of people didn't like that new game. At least a lot of the reviewers, which you have to take their words with a grain of salt. Because let's be honest, I mean, anybody that likes Call of Duty Ghost probably needs their head examined. IGN. I think they were the one that gave it a good grade. It was like, oh my goodness. There's no hope for them. They have truly lost it. And Upshur is done. Harami continues to cause damage to anyone in his path. And he has been excellent. You know, he took a bullet, but he still got it. Wow, Vader's done. So Duke with a very... Oh, man, Nemesis gets one too. Okay. I mean, at this point, I think Harami's the one to beat. Because he's back with vengeance. This is what this is about. This is all vengeance for him, what happened at the zoo. He wants revenge. And 22 is Crash. You got Crash at 22. I have never played one of those games, you know? That is just insane. I've never played a Crash game. I know that it was big on the PS2, and he's a big Sony character. And I know he's a cross-platform now, I believe. But he might not be here that long. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I've never played that game ever, which is crazy. I call myself a casual gamer. I'm not really a big gamer. I do what, I play the best stuff I can play. I don't just play anything. There's certain types of games that I love. And Bebop is here, like Gears, outside of this. Gears, Mortal Kombat, Resident Evil, those are my jams. I like first-person shooters and sometimes third-person. Of course, you can't go wrong with GTA or Red Dead any day of the week, especially Red Dead. I think Red Dead 2 is one of the greatest games ever. And we got Monkey finally here. I know a lot of people have been wanting him, but he's finally here. It actually took longer than I thought, but this is a great one, and it was totally worth the wait. Whoever did this one did just an excellent job. It's the best one I've seen so far. And I know some people have had troubles with the colors and stuff. I don't know all the details on that. Maybe they fixed it already. But on the first batch, at least, people had some trouble. And we got Donkey Kong. Oh, my goodness. So wouldn't it be a great showdown, him and Harami? That would be an excellent showdown between those two. Oh, man. And I think I believe they had a tag before, or at least the Sasquatch did. I think it might have been the Sasquatch. That was a long time ago. Long time ago we did that. I know, Harami and George had monkey business. So that was a big deal. That was a long time ago also. And we got Jean-Claude Frank Dukes is here from Bloodsport. The Kumite Master. One of my favorite movies. Not a great movie, but it's fun. And that's all that matters. As long as it's fun. Yeah, Bloodsport never gets old for me. Never. And it is a movie I just like to put on. And the soundtrack is just an epic 80s soundtrack. And the fights are fun. Even though they can be ridiculous at times, especially the brick scene. If you haven't seen that brick scene, if you want a good laugh, look that up. And look at that facial expression. When he breaks those bricks. And of course, he breaks the bottom brick from hitting the top brick of a stack of bricks. Like, I think that's how it goes. It's just ridiculous. Okay? But it's fun. And there goes Duke Nukem. So I wonder if Donkey Kong and Harami are just going to lay waste to anyone in their path. And Bebop is done. Monkey takes care of him. Wow. Oh, man, and a kick by... Oh, and Nemesis had an opportunity. But I think Frank Dukes kind of got in the way. And Nemesis survives. He almost got eliminated himself. And we are at 27. The Fall Guy. I think this is a game that I saw Lucas play once, and I've seen some of my friends play it on Xbox. And it's supposed to be a little bit frustrating game. I downloaded it, but I never really tried it. And there goes Crash as Harami continues to get vengeance on everyone. You know, he's still mad that he got shot at the zoo. He's still ticked off about it. It's almost been a decade, but he's still ticked. And number 28 is Lobo. And Nemesis takes care of Donkey Kong, so he's been a standout also. And I'm surprised Donkey Kong got eliminated that early. Because I expected, you know, I would love to see him and Harami in the final two, but I don't think we're going to get that. And Nemesis is also wiping out people. So it could be a Nemesis versus Harami situation. That would be great also. I'd love to see two super heavyweights in the end. And we got Nathan Drake. Or as I call him, Nathan Serial Killer Drake. That's what I like to call him. And, oh man, there goes Nemesis. So Monkey took care of him. That is a shocker. Yeah, Nathan Drake, how many people has he killed? Like 10,000, 20,000? I mean, this guy literally needs to be locked up. I mean, Uncharted just ticks me off, man. It's non-stop. And I play Call of Duty, I play Gears, I play all the shooters. I have never dropped so many people like in Uncharted. Especially number 2. I felt like it was never going to end. And we got the Ghoul at 30. It's his debut. He's from the Fallout show. There's a bunch of ghouls throughout the Fallout games also. But this is the one from the show played by Walton Goggins, who is a legend. You know, he's great. Such an underrated actor. And look at Nathan Drake stepping in there. So we are down to 5. 5 remain. Who is going to take it? Oh man, what a double takedown by Monkey. And basically when we do these random ones, I am trying to basically introduce to you what the tournament's going to look like. Because that's usually the fact of the matter. So you get to see all the oddballs. And Nathan Drake is done. Thank you, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Thank you for getting rid of probably the most heinous person in the history of gaming, in my opinion. I'll tell you guys, I don't know why people haven't brought this up more often. I mean, Uncharted 2 wore me out. I don't play a video game to be worn out. That's not the point. And there goes Monkey. So, it's like, I've never been so exhausted in my life. That train sequence, it's a breathtaking sequence for sure. It's mind-blowing. And it's real well done. I mean, Uncharted 2 is a real well done game. But it's just like, when is this going to end? Maybe you all enjoy it more than I do. I just don't. Oh my goodness, I love this final 2 though. And Harami's been in here since the teens, basically, or maybe a little bit before that. Can Jean-Claude Van Damme put an end to this vengeful gorilla? Because I'm telling you, he has been extremely tough in this. He's got multiple eliminations. And I don't think you're going to push him out. You may want to drink that whole bottle of Prime over there before you push him out. Because you're going to have to do a run. You're going to have to charge him. Or use a finisher or something. Because it's not going to be that easy. And this is a great final 2. Hopefully Frank Dukes can pull this off. You know, either way, I'm fine with it. Because, I mean, Harami has definitely worked his tail off in this one. There's no denying that. I can hear Fight to Survive, the song that they play in Bloodsport, in the back of my head right now. And they're rooting for Van Damme to pull this off somehow. And it's not looking good. He does have the advantage when it comes to the entry. He does have that. You got to keep that in mind. So he's not as exhausted, but he's going toe-to-toe with not only an animal, but an animal that is already ticked off because he got an unfair life. So, I mean, he took a bullet at the zoo. Imagine, that's not a way that an attraction like that should go out, It's called irresponsible parents. It's their fault. And, I mean, look at Frank Dukes here. He's trying his best. But it's still not enough. And this is a guy that can fight when he's blind. When he's blinded by his enemy. And he's got another opportunity. He missed there. He's going for the punch. Can he pull it off? He's got 2 punches, but he cannot go with this push out. It is not going to work. If he would have did 1 more punch, he would have had it right there. 1 more punch is all it takes. Oh my goodness. And once again, that's 3 times he's tried now. Actually 4. To get rid of Harami. And look here. If he flips him, he gets him. And wow, Frank is hanging in there. It's just a matter of time. These two are definitely having a great final showdown. Man, I gotta watch Bloodsport again. Imagine if he had to fight Harami. That'd be crazy. Oh man, now this is the strength factor coming in, and we know who wins in this. And yeah, wow, what a performance! I believe Harami came in at number 10, which is just groundbreaking, if you ask me. Just unbelievable performance, and he won in revenge. That zoo wasn't in Philadelphia, but he's going to go to WrestleMania. So hopefully he doesn't get shot there. Hopefully he doesn't get shot at WrestleMania. You parents better be responsible. You better be responsible because he doesn't deserve another bullet. That is for sure. But anyway, guys, what an epic run for Harami and a big victory. And I'm sure this is not the last we'll see of him. But definitely the best performance, I think, so far this year. We've had another one that was like 20, but this one I believe was number 10. So excellent performance, and he's going to Mania. I got to give him credit where credit's due. I just hopefully he's not in anybody's target. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later.